Hey everybody, welcome back to the Nerdcast. It is Devin, broadcasting as always live from an undisclosed location in the center of Texas on a pretty chill Saturday evening. How's everybody doing out there? I'm doing okay myself. Just hanging out, having a pretty chill day. Getting ready to do some King of the Castle. Somebody caught my attention. I'm about to post in the Discord for King of the Castle. I saw somebody mention that they were looking to see what people were doing with the game with respects to modding. And I didn't know if they meant mod as in moderation or mod as in like modifications. So I was like, wait, are there actually mods for this game? None that I can find so far, but my curiosity is piqued. I may need to do a little deeper dive on that. But I hope everybody's having a good night. I've got the nice dinner jazz going on. You go ahead and... Yo, what's up, Vince? Welcome back to the stream. How are you doing? There's drops going on? Oh, nice. Let me see. Is there anything I need to do for the drops, or are they just automatic? Let me see. Go. Let me see. Go ahead and launch it. We're gonna be down one Lulu tonight because she's working. She's working somewhere. So excuse me. Oh, I shaved too. I shaved finally. I hadn't shaved pretty much in maybe 2 months or so. It was getting a little out of control. I was a little too scraggly for my liking. But I feel like it was a necessity, not just for hygiene's sake, but also because like I wanted to feel a little bit better physically about, you know. Oop. Wait, where is it at? There we go. There we go. Okay. Monarch. Who was this guy? Was he? Yo, what's up, Royal? Welcome back to the stream. How are you doing tonight? You got me right in time. Oh, were you about to like go to bed or something? I can't remember. Was this guy a partition or was he? I think he was a partition. Alright. Go ahead and hop into the game. And we'll just chill until we have enough to play. I was drifting off. I always forget that, like, not only are you ahead of me, so it's 10 for me, and I guess it's 11 for you. But also, you're a sleepy bear. You're a sleepy bear, so you doze off fairly frequently earlier on in the evening. So I gotta start doing better about. I wanted to start this earlier, but I showered. I usually do before I play, but that was when I was like, you know what, I need to shave. It's been a while since I shaved, so I'm later than I want it to be because I got caught up shaving. This dude has an eye patch on each eye. Also, hi. Yo, what's up, Neek? I'm guessing that's Neek. Welcome back to the stream. How you doing? Yeah, I guess the inverted image means he is walking around with 2 eye patches. Man, come on. Oh, you want to be in the East, don't you? Well, you were a Grandee in the last game, so we're just continuing that. I can I mean, I could start a new game if you really want to be a Count of the East. Yep, good, thanks. I hope you're doing well. I'm doing all right. Doing all right. I'm drinking lots of water. Highly recommended. Do we want to roll with new regions? Water sounds good one day. I drink water frequently. I mean, I have a water cooler next to my desk just for that occasion. Whenever you hear that it sounds like someone's peeing in here, that's me just filling up my water from my water cooler. Will you hover over me again? I already assumed that, or that it was for the cats. Well, sometimes people, you know, there was a stream I was doing. I was on Max's channel, and I just started getting water in the middle of like their conversation, and someone was like, "Is somebody peeing? Like, who's peeing right now?" And I was like, "Oh, that's just my water cooler." Yeah, that's not me. Oh, you have a custom character, don't you? Alright, well in that case, we could do a new one. We can do a new one. That was King Bill. I like King Bill. King Bill is a legend, but let me see if I can't fancy him up a little bit, make him a little different. Like, King Bill is an absolute stud, don't get me wrong. Make his glasses black. All of these eyes are sleepy eyes. I wanted more intense eyes. Give him a bit of a jawline. This is not the most representative crop of hair here, but, you know, I could make do. I'll give him this one. Makes him look like he has a bit of a fade. A white mustache. Oh, now this is a fancy lad right here. Let's see. I'll stick with this. We'll call him Conrad of the Corn Cob. And he is a he/him. Play on Twitch. Alright, what regions do we want here? Obviously the Counts, because for some reason everybody loves playing as the Counts. I'm going to bring the Barons back into this, because they've been out of the rotation for a little while, so what's the last one going to be? The Chiefs of the North, the Grandees of the South, or the Partitions of the Coast? Vince says Grandees. We're sticking with the Grandees? Alright, let's go. Alright, if you own the game royal, you should be able to just do join and then put the region in. Alright, Vince is in the Grandees. Royal is in the Counts, and now we just need one more for the Barons to get this thing rolling. Oh, that's your character? Is that like her long black hair? That's fancy. She looks like a scholar too. And Vince's character looks, he has like a purple beard similar to like what's that guy's name? Is it Dario from Game of Thrones? From the books. In the books, he's described as having like a purple beard. He didn't have that on the show, but in the Song of Ice and Fire books, he's described as having a purple beard. So he's got like a Dario thing going on here. It has my shield too. Oh, you customized the shield? That's pretty small. Is that an owl? Is that supposed to be an owl? My Baron looks very severe, so I was tempted to join the march, lol. Next time. I like the Barons of the March. I like the Barons of the March. For counts, I was going for Dark Academia. Well, you pulled it off, because that's exactly what that looks like. Okay, let me see. Oh man, let's see. We get one more person to join for the march. Yeah, Corncob Dynasty. He's King Conrad of the Corncob Dynasty. Because who doesn't enjoy corn on the cob? You know what sucks is that Caster Labs is broken right now. Of course, because it forced me to update. And of course, every time you update something, it no longer works afterwards. So I tried to reconnect it, but it just doesn't want to reconnect anymore. So, for the time being, no caster labs. I love corn on the cob. Me too. I like it grilled. That's how I usually do it. Get a good slathering of butter on it and throw it on a hot grill. Butter and then black pepper. Yo, Gilf Connoisseur, welcome back to the stream. How you doing? And you joined the Barons of the March. Hell yeah. Oh, you've got a fancy lad mustache too. I don't know whose mustache is fancier. Cause yours has that little curl, but mine has like that big bushy like Prussian kind of vibe to it. Alright, let's get started. Let's head on with the coronation. Your Majesty, I've scheduled your coronation to take place in a week's time. Let's go ahead and go through that. We all know the deal there. And now let's decide how I am coronated. Host a lavish parade with jugglers and fountains of wine. Invite forward dignitaries to show off our wealth. Throw the king into the river. The nobles must put on a vast banquet for the king. I guess I'll veto that one. Just on the off chance that... I mean, I could still get 1,000 gold sapped out of my inventory, but better that than 1,800. I'm reminded... I was just reminded of Bill II having 17 grand in the treasury. Like, man, how did that happen? How did Bill II manage to scrape up 17 grand? He should have never lost that one. You want to bet? I did. Like, the bet on the boat race was like what put me over the top, but even before that, like, he was on a roll. I don't know if Conrad can live up to Bill II. All right, looks like it's gonna be C. It is decided the king will be thrown to the river, so stability is now up to civil, and authority is now dubious. What kind of coronation is that? A very traditional ceremony dating back to Queen Alma the Wise. It's meant to represent you being reborn as a true king. The nobles pick you up and carry you out to the Treadwater River, hurling you into the shallow water with a cheer. When you climb back up the bank, soaking wet, the Chancellor steps forward and places a crown upon your head. Is it your imagination, or are some of the nobles stifling giggles? All right, let's meet the council. The Council of Nobles. Introduce myself to the east. Countess Royal, carrying a skull and looking very scholarly. Damn, actually, that kind of looks like a old Western duster. Like something that an undertaker would wear. Or, you know, somebody that does ranching out in the dusty West. An honor to finally make your acquaintance, Your Grace. May you escape the doom that befell your predecessor. Grandees of the South is Vince. May the Ninth God bless your reign, Your Highness. I trust you will conduct yourself with honor and faith. It's got the fancy rose there too. And then Baron Gilf Connoisseur. Oh man, he's got a fucking hardcore shield there. He's got like the Punisher skull with the big red thing behind it. Hail and well met, Your Highness. Under your leadership, we'll whip this kingdom into shape, Okay, I gotta be careful around that guy. The council hall immediately fills with raised voices as the nobles argue with each other and demand your favor. You sigh and sit back. Is this what the council is like? No wonder your father told you to avoid the throne at all costs. Alright. Your Majesty, when you die, how you hope the kingdom will remember you? Let me see. This is tough. Nothing is particularly good. Do you have thigh-high boots? That's kind of what it looks like, doesn't it? Maybe he is rocking thigh-high boots. I'll go with... Oh man, none of these really stand out. I'll go New Golden Age. A lofty goal indeed. I suggest over the next few years you focus on improving the kingdom's overall trade as much as possible. Once you have an heir, I will return to discuss how your ambition is progressing. Good luck, Your Majesty. Alright, and now on to the schemes. Yuli of the Royal Dynasty, well-known Eastern bird breeder, leans delicately on a podium, speaking in a melodious voice. My fellow counts, in ancient times the East was its own proud kingdom. We can bring back those days of glory, but not while the false King Conrad wears the crown. Alright, Royal, how will the deed be done? A. Intimidation, B. Ascension, or C. Possession? Ascension. The Counts plan to induct the king into their secret cult and offer him immortality in exchange for the throne. First, they must reduce the power of the Eastern Church. To advance their scheme, the Counts must lower their faith to 4 or less in 3 seasons. Okay, well, check on that one. Oh, look at this hat. This person's crazy. What is that even? Is that a feather? Ruperta. Didn't I have a Ruperta? Wasn't Ruperta my wife? Ruperta of the Gilf Connoisseur bloodline, legendary marcher trapper, stands before a blazing hearth, roaring with arms outstretched. When have the barons in the march back down from a fight? Never. I know you'll do whatever it takes to put me, your rightful queen, on the throne. Alright, barons, how is this gonna go? A. Subterfuge, B. Propaganda, or C. Gunpowder? Living up to that skull icon. A. Subterfuge. The barons plan to replace the king's advisor with their own agents. First, they must prove they're doing a bad job. To advance their scheme, the barons must lower stability to 4 or less in 3 seasons. Okay, stability is a little up there. Zako? Why is this guy's clothes so ballooned out? It looks super puffy. Zako of the Vince lineage, notorious Southern elder, stands bathed in sunshine, speaking softly. A false pretender occupies the throne while my claim is ignored. Grandees of the South, this is a stain on our honor. We must not allow it to go unanswered. Alright, Vince. Is it sorcery, doppelganger, or uprising? Alright, it looks like it's sorcery. Which I feel like I lost a game to that before. The Grandees plan to make a bargain with a wizard. These immortal spellcasters seldom get involved in political squabbles, but perhaps if the king were considered a threat to their autonomy. To advance their scheme, the Grandees must raise authority to 5 or more in 2 seasons. Okay, so the barons are doing subterfuge, lower the kingdom's stability to 4 or less in 3 seasons. The counts are doing the counts are doing ascension, which is to lower your own faith to 4 or less in 3 seasons, and the Grandees are doing sorcery, which is to raise the kingdom's authority to 5 in 2 seasons. I'm going to go with Monarch's Golden Choice. Let's do some bribing. Devin, sorry, but this is going to be fun. What are you apologizing for? Isn't that kind of the point of playing a game? I hope it is fun. Alright. The upcoming raid. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, you spoiled the surprise then. But cool. I guess I'll keep abreast. Hi, yo, what's up, Spymaster Gaming? Welcome back to the stream. How you doing tonight? Alright. Honor Guard. One evening, you're sitting up in bed, reading some paperwork, when a filth-encrusted peasant wanders into your bedchamber, as bold as brass. Hello, your Madge. Glad I finally found you. This bloody place is a maze. Mind if I take a seat? Who are you? Oh, me? Name's Quacking Tony. Where's my thing? Yo! Mr. Unlucky raided with a party of 217. Damn. Holy smokes. Welcome. Thank you for the raid. Thank you for the raid. Holy smokes, man. That is a heck of a raid. Damn. Well, thank you for the raid. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. Let me give you a shout out. Windows Star, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. And Sager 1737 as well. Thank you. Welcome in, everyone. Wait, hold on a second. I lost track. Mr. Unlucky. I hope that's not a... Wait, why is this thing... Oh, wait, hold on. Mr. Unlucky, they were last seen playing EVE Online. Oh, man, you're in the EVE thing. Deep into that, huh? How was that going for you? Every now and then I get reports from Vince about people he unceremoniously murders in the depths of space. And it always sounds cool, and I always want to get into it, but then I immediately remind myself, you tried that once before and it did not go well for you. I don't think that game is for me. But thank you for the follow too, Mr. Unlucky, and I hope you had a great stream. Sound the horn. Oh no. Wait, what? Did somebody renew that? I guess I could sound the horn. I could sound the horn, come join my fleet. Come back to the game, you'll enjoy it. I don't know, man. I don't know about that. I might though. I might. Geomatic school bus could be up your butt right now. You would never know. I mean, that thing could be anywhere. That thing could be anywhere. But that's what makes it magic. That's why it's magic, though. Yo, Haunted Wisp sounding. All right, he. Okay, fine. I'll sound the horn. I have to now. I have to. All right, let's see. Let's see if I can't get this right off the bat. Back up the mic here. Alright, that's about as good as I'm gonna get it right now. I'm starting to get lightheaded. Whew. Alright, there you go. Sounded the horn. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Oh, man. It's all about who you fly with. That's a real horn? Oh, what the heck? Wait. Oh, I got a hype train going. Holy shit. Hell yeah. That's a first for that. That's our first time for that one. It's a real horn. Yeah, I got that from
There's no surprise there.
From the Ren Fair I went to here in Austin about a year ago or so. It is for both. It's for drinking, but you can unscrew the end and use it as just like a blowing horn. But I've never put ale or beer in it before. I mean, I should do that too. I should have a reward to fill that thing up with beer. A nice long breath. Nice one, thank you. Oh, let's see. Where are you at, Wisp? Oh, you're looking fancy too. Everybody's fancy in this game. Do you have a custom character, or is this just a random character it gave you? You joined the Grandies. Just to let everyone know, if you want to join the game, you can just do !join, and then, you know, whatever your pronoun preference is, and it'll slot you into the game, and you can play along with us. Basically, you would play the role as a council member, and whenever something comes up for a vote, you could type into the chat which option you want to vote for. Let's see. There we go. Yeah, Vince got that. He put that in the chat. Thank you, Vince. So yeah, feel free to hop in, and you can either side with me and help me rule this kingdom, or you can be a little bastard and try to get my guy killed. That seems to be the route people are going for nowadays. Before Quacking Tony could explain, I accidentally clicked on the text to read the other stuff. But before Quacking Tony could explain further, your martial burst into the bedchamber, sword drawn. Oh, on-screen celebration, 40 bits. Thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Hell yeah. Down with the king? Come on, man. The king is awesome. The king is awesome. Look, this is King Conrad of the Corncob Dynasty. He's a pretty chill dude. He's got this nice little fade going on here. He deserves your respect and loyalty, honestly. So I think that you should back him. You should back him on his initiatives. The E people are the best people, man, I swear. I mean, I don't doubt that for a second. I've never doubted that. Like, my issue with Eve was never the community. It was always like, just the game felt very clinical, I guess is the best word I could use to describe it. Very methodical, you know? Like, it's a game for people that like economics. Which at least it was back when I first started trying to play it. And I just wasn't super into that sort of thing at the time. But I mean, the community always seemed awesome. I've never heard a single solitary bad thing about it, which is unique for an MMO. Blood for the blood god, skull for the skull throne. I'm very bad at money. Well, you should take notes from King Conrad here. He's about to boost up his treasury for certain. Your Majesty, I'm sorry. I didn't come sooner. I have no idea where the Palace Watch are. Do you want me to kill this intruder? No, I want to hold a vote on his proposal. Whatever you say, Your Majesty. I can't even remember what his proposal was. She goes and gathers up the council, who trickle into the hall in their pajamas, rubbing sleep from their eyes. They don't look particularly pleased to be woken up. Should we experiment with tying birds to knights for the purpose... Oh, that's this guy. Tying birds to knights for the purpose of aerial combat. Alright. A, yes, and the pilot program will be the south. Yes, and the pilot program will be the east. Yes, and the pilot program will be the march, or no, this is incredibly stupid. Alright guys, this is what we're voting on. Creating an air force by tying birds to knights. I'll start the vote now, and for anybody that's just new, you could do ! Join, and then on the vote, you just do vote, ! Vote, A, B, C, or D. Swedish bikini team. That king looks like he was a proper manho in his younger days. You missed out on my last game where I was playing the role of King Bill, because King Bill, opening the voting now, King Bill was an actual manho. That dude, okay, he married a merman, you know, to each their own. He married a merman, and then immediately, like right after the wedding, he started cheating on the merman with the pirate queen. Like he was slinging it around, and it all worked out in the end. It worked out pretty swimmingly, honestly. Oh, you guys are Wait, what? Vince, Wisp, why did you vote? Why did you vote for that in the South? You really want your knights to be tied to birds? I don't know if that's gonna work out. It might work out. Alright, I guess we'll see. Under Quacking Tony's close supervision, a flock of ravens are tied to a southern knight. Instead of flying, the knight is lost in a flurry of mad pecking and pooping. Quacking Tony insists you merely use the wrong type of bird. Further experiments are conducted with owls, eagles, geese, woodpeckers, ostrich, and little grebes before hundreds of southern troops quit in disgust. Oh man, the military of the South is now weak from 4-2, and Defiance is aloof. Needless to say, the whole thing is an embarrassing failure. Oh, my authority went down. Well, I don't think that quite worked out the way you guys may have thought it would, but hey, you know what? You never know until you try it. Oh, fuck. I was confused through all the excitement. You gotta keep a clear head, Vince. If one thing's clear from this mess is that you need an honor guard who can actually keep you safe, not like the pathetic watch. Think carefully, Your Majesty. These guards' loyalties will be divided between you and their region. Of course, you could just hire foreign mercenaries. They'd be loyal to coin above all. Who should I choose? Usually I go with the battle nuns. The terrifying warriors, and they're all sworn to a vow of silence. Hey, thank you for the follow, Swedish Bikini team. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I have to sleep, but I want to see more of this madness later, so I guess I have to follow. I appreciate that. You will see a lot more madness later for certain. Have a good rest of your night, or day, or morning, or whatever it might be where you are. Terrifying warriors, and they're sworn a vow of silence, so at least they won't spill state secrets. But their faith and loyalty is to the church above all, even your safety. 5:50 a.m. here in Sweden? Oh, damn, okay. I just thought it was the name. I didn't know you actually were in Sweden. Now I'm wondering if it's actually a bikini team that's texting me right now, that's typing in the chat, rather than someone with just the name. Damn. All right, well, have a good start to your morning, I suppose. Love those nuns. Somebody's got to cosplay this at some point, because they are awesome looking, and I'm surprised nobody has yet. We have peeps from all over in Eve. Love it. I'm for it. I'm for it. Many, many years ago, I won't tell the story now, but many, many years ago, I was into a girl from Sweden, and as a result of that, I started listening to a lot of Swedish music, and only one of those musicians has still stuck around in my head. I think his name was like Håkan Hellström or something like that. Oh man, I haven't thought about that in a while. But I have that playlist on my Spotify still, and every now and then I'll listen to it. And it makes me sad, but I loved it. I loved it. So there's a little piece of Sweden that still lives somewhere back there because of that whole ordeal. Nah, sorry about that. No bikinis. Mr. Unlucky is Irish, and is way past his usual time, 5 a.m. Pulled a favor for me. Well, I appreciate it. Again, thank you. Thank you, Mr. Unlucky, and thank you, Vince, for the favor. I'm super appreciative. Yeah, Håkan Hellström. Okay, yeah, that's who it was. Yeah. I like him. I like him a lot. Or at least of what I've heard. I'm gonna go with the... I'm gonna go with the nuns. I'm gonna go with the battle nuns. Alright. The battle nuns arrive in the palace a few weeks later. They nod to you silently, their solemn steel mask betraying nothing, before filing into formation behind your throne. Alright. See, the East is already up to their bullshit. We could either do giant spiders or we could do the horror in the East. I'll go with horror. Let's see what the horror is. Alright, Countess Royal in her fancy digs. Your Highness, a monster has been stalking my farms at night, smashing down the doors of cottages and feasting on the peasants inside. How many victims? Dozens, Your Grace, and only a few have survived the attacks. The survivors tell a garbled story about gleaming fangs amid a mountain of blood-soaked fur. Alright, this doesn't sound pleasant. How are we going to handle this one? How should the consul deal with the monster in the East? A. Send the Count's army to deal with the abomination. That's a 35% to the military. Those are not good odds. B. Offer a substantial bounty on the monster. C. This is no concern of ours. I'm gonna veto C because I don't want that. But I don't know what substantial. I only have 3,000 gold in my treasury, so I don't know what substantial bounty means. I mean, if you guys really want to roll the dice on sending the military, oh Jesus, that's what you're all gonna do, isn't it? Oh boy. Why are you holding a skull, Royal? Why wouldn't Royal be holding a skull? We would have done nothing. Yeah, I know. That's why. That's why I vetoed it. That's why I vetoed it. Well, I hope I get a good dice roll on this. Whew. All right, everybody voted for it. Well, all but one voted for send the Count's army to deal with the abomination. Oh, succeeded! Yeah, eat shit, voters. The Count's army dispatches a task force of elite knights to track down the beast. A scout reports back that they found the monster's trail. You await further news of their success. Okay, well, at least I dodged that bullet. Whew. Also, sometimes I make it talk in a funny voice. It just makes me think of Bob from Dresden Files. Although I know I'm like one of 7 people that actually watch that show. Countess Royal again. Your Grace, a forest on my land has been completely overrun by giant spiders. Some are as big as horses. The trees are shrouded in webs and travelers are going missing. We must put a stop to this. Alright. Giant spiders. So, we can A, send the army to wipe them out. Somehow that has a better military opportunity than the mysterious beast. B, burn it with fire. C, put a bounty on giant spider legs. Or D, we must learn to coexist with the giant spiders. I can't veto anything. But I will. I have Monarch's golden choice here. I will bribe you. I will pay you money. I will pay you money. Let's roll the dice. Let's roll the dice again on sending the army. I'll pay you money if you vote for A. Those are better odds than the last one. So, oh, you jerks. Burn it with fire. Put a bounty on spider legs. I mean, The bounty was funny. Alright, it's tied at 2, so at least I get my pick. And you know what? If the Monarch picks, I'm going with what I was bribing you all for. So, at least Wisp and Vince will get some money out of it. Hopefully, I win the dice roll, but we'll see. Send the army to wipe them out. Eastern troops sweep into shrouded woods, hacking down webs and killing any 8-legged creatures they come across. The operation is a major success! Oh, hell yeah, I've got a hot hand tonight. No significant losses, and soon the forest is empty of arachnid life. Oh, don't let Arachnid Soul hear that. Soon merchants are returning to the roads without worrying about being turned into spider food. Trade is prosperous now in the east, defiance is now cordial, and stability has gone up to steady. King Conrad making shit happen. Alright, I guess that's it for this season. Alright, now it is time for the auction. I don't have any allies. So you all are gonna go nuts. I need to form an alliance with somebody out there. Who wants to be a friend of the crown? Who wants to be a friend of the crown? Because I think, well, we don't actually have the option for it here on this one. Alright, you know what? I'll just start the auction. What do you want? I wanted a bazaar, but the bazaar isn't available here. So, just no prison. I don't want a prison. Every time, like, all of my kingdoms end up with, like, 20 prisons. So, just no prison. I'll start the auction now. I just said no prison, too. I just said no prison. I lost 1.5 B in Eve today. I has no friends. Wait, 1.5 B? I made 20 bill at Eve and made enemies. Billion. Yeah. I got that eventually. Well, I mean, you can't make 20 billion without making some enemies up and down the line. Modern society should reveal that much at least. You better watch out. You'll have your own Eve version of Luigi Mangione coming after you. Oh, you dicks. You built the prison anyways. Oh, and you're trying to boost the authority to 5. All right. Let's do the spouse real quick. In the twisty passages of your castle, you could avoid advisors, nobles, even the spy master, but there's one person you can't avoid, your mother. Why haven't you found a spouse yet? It's been almost a year. It's like, I've been busy. You'd better find the time. Don't worry, I'll take the liberty of finding eligible candidates. What's your preference, men, women, or do you not mind? I'll say women this time. Excellent. I'll send out messengers to the most influential noble families in the kingdom. Let's see what they have to offer. Can't make America without a strong prison system, lol. Ugh. I'm not trying to make America. I'm trying to make, like... Well, I'm trying to make whatever America exists in Star Trek. I want a post-scarcity kingdom here. That's why... Well, I guess maybe not. I did choose trade, huh? I went the Ferengi route in choosing trade. I should have gone the farming route. Let's see what's going on with the spiders. Finally eating my dinner at 12:30 a.m. Oh, you're as bad as I am. Could it be a rough night, lol? Your spouse must be from the march, and you get a free vote from me. Well, okay. You're saying the right words, Spy Master. I like that. I like that. I'll put that into consideration. Get your lobes rubbed. Oh no, the circle of life? Uh-oh. Your Highness, a forest on my land has been completely overrun by giant flies. Oh, the giant spiders were taking care of the giant flies? What is going on in the East? Why is the East always such a fucking mess? The giant spiders must have been the only thing keeping them in check. They're huge and horrible and buzzing all around the East. How big are we talking? Each one's the size of a man's head. And when there are thousands of them swarming all over the place, I have to wear a helmet to protect my own. Something must be done. Alright, what are we doing about the giant flies? A. Set massive fires across the east to smoke them out. Hire a wizard? Oh my god, that's gonna bankrupt me. C. Trap them with honey. I don't mind trapping them with honey. That sounds interesting. That sounds like the council just have to learn to live with it. Why is this even an option? Why is this even an option? The council just have to learn how to live with it. I'll veto that one. I have 5 dog guests today? Oh, that sounds awesome. What kind of dogs? I want 5 dog guests. That sounds like a pretty sweet plan. That's some honey humor for you. All right. Opening the voting. I like trapping with honey. I want to see how that one unfolds. That's 80% on farming, too. Awesome. Thank you very much. I appreciate you siding with me, Royal Wisp and Vince. It's nice. It's nice for the crown to have some allies. Oh, and look at that. It succeeded. Your plan goes off without a hitch. Honey is spread. Of course, this means that, like, in the next season, we're going to have a bunch of bears or something in the East eating all the honey, and then we're going to have to do something to get rid of the bears. Your plan goes off without a hitch. Honey is spread across the fields, and when the flies land to feast, your waiting archers riddle them with arrows. It takes a lot of arrows and a lot of honey, but it's excellent practice for your archers. And eventually, the fly infestation is back under control. Damn, so Defiance goes to 0, and your military came up. Hell yeah. All right, not bad. Though it might have been easier just to leave the spiders alive. Nah. Who wants giant spiders? 2 labradoodles. Oh, whoa. Shih Tzu, Chow Chow, Blackmouth Cur. Damn. 2 labradoodles. I love labradoodles, though. I mean, I love every dog. So, I'll be happy with all of them. Yeah, to have my own husky and mini Aussie. Oh, I love huskies and I love Australian shepherds too. I used to want a husky. I always wanted a husky, but I always felt bad because I'm in like the middle of Texas and it's always so damn hot here. And I know that their fur is layered in a way to where they can cool off in hot climates, but I still feel bad when I see like a big old floofy husky in 98-degree weather. Like, those are some snow dogs, and we don't have snow here. A wizard would have solved that? Yeah, a wizard would have also emptied out my treasury. Yeah, and I have my own husky. Oh yeah, I remember that already. So 7 dogs. Damn. He's always talking about his husky. How cute. I love huskies. I think the only dogs I think I might like more than huskies are weenie dogs. I've been indoctrinated into the cult of weenie dogs. Or like my husky always yelling at me. But that's a part of what makes huskies awesome, is how vocal they are. They can be annoying. They have a lot of energy and they like to express it. But I like that though. I like that. Gives him a lot of personality. Lol, he'll yell at me when I'm on when I'm on Mumble and everyone hears him. Oh, we have deep conversations. Oh, absolutely. I mean, I have deep conversations with the weenie dogs too. We have whole debates. I think it's mostly him just yelling at me to pick up his poop. Well, honestly, with the weenies, it's just them telling me to get them a treat. It all distills down to treats. And I do it, which is why they're fucking fat. They're the fattest weenie dogs you'll ever see. But they all live into their 20s, so I'm okay with that. Night. Your Majesty, we found the eastern monster feasting on the remnants of some unlucky peasant. It loped away before we could kill it, so we followed it at a distance. What happened? The beast made its way back to a grand keep belonging to Count Valentin. What the fuck is Count Valentin? Is that somebody that's playing right now? Or is that somebody... I mean, we just started this game, so there shouldn't be any carryovers from an older game. Before my very eyes, I witnessed this colossal bloodthirsty beast transform back into Count Valentin. His servants washed the blood off and took him inside. So the monster is a count? Regrettably so. What should I do? I suggest we hunt down Count Valentin and bring him back to your dungeons before he hurts anyone else. I would have done this already, but I thought we should check in with you first. It should be put to a vote. Why should it be put to a vote? This dude is a fucking... Arrest him. He's doing crimes. He shouldn't have to vote on that. Defiance goes up, authority goes up, military goes down. Just to fucking... Wait, you want my authority to go up, don't you? Oh yeah, you sons of bitches do want my authority to go up. Damn it, I guess I will bring this to the council. The council is shocked at the revelation that Count Valentin is responsible for the horrors in the East. Infamy. Libel. I am innocent. Send a team of inquisitors to investigate the claims. Arrest Count Valentin at once, or order Count Valentin to keep his condition under control. I mean, the dude has, like, servants washing him off after he goes on a murder spree, so I have to imagine that keeping it under control probably isn't going to be something that happens. I don't know. I guess I'll leave it to you guys. I'll open it up to you. I won't put my thumb on the scale. Not on this one. My fat void cat is close to 20 pounds? God damn. I have a void cat. She's pretty fat too, but I think she only clocks in at like 14. Nice to see you made affiliated. I miss streaming. Wish my health issues would calm the fuck down. Oh, that sucks, because I want to stream again. Man, I'm sorry to hear that you're dealing with that shit, but streaming is fun. Right now, streaming is the only thing that's keeping me a little sane. I recently was laid off, so job hunting is hyper annoying, and being able to come on the stream and just play games and chill with people is definitely taking a bit of that edge off. Paul is a fat fucker. Oh, everybody wants to arrest the Count. Okay, well, I mean, I guess that's the one that raises authority, huh? When your knights arrive to arrest Count Valentin, they are attacked by an enormous beast with coal-black fur and claws like scythes. Well, I don't know why their defiance is going up. Look at this guy. He's the thing. He's doing the thing that they're arresting him for. It slays dozens of knights. Once finally wounded beyond hope of recovery, it turns back into a human shape. Count Valentin lies on the floor, frail and limp and soaked in blood. Please release me of my curse. Order Count Valentin be dragged back to your dungeons or kill the beast. So what, if I drag him back, he's just gonna languish there? It sounds like that's an opportunity for him to break free. He'll break free and kill a bunch of other people. I'm just gonna end it right now. A knight ends Valentin's life in a single brutal axe blow. Oh, Count Royal, you've got something to say about it? Your Grace, I wish we could have found a better way. Count Valentin may have been a monster, but he still had noble blood and deserved better treatment. Oh, get out of here, Royal. Get out of here with that elitist crap. Yo, Dr. Sins. First time chat. Welcome to the stream. Let's see, where did you end up at? Oh, you're in the counts. You're in the counts. I've kept my OBS setup the same. Oh, talking about when you stream. You started a stream like a couple months ago, I think. And then you just like went to sleep. And I was trying to get your attention, but you had like already passed out. Dr. Sins, we have to lower faith. We're there, but more can't hurt. No, y'all need to boost that faith. The ninth god is where it's at, man. Y'all need to go to church. Actually, I think it's already over. I think you're about to move into the next scheme. Recruiting a wizard. Down in the south, Grandy Vence is practicing his swordplay, cutting a dummy to ribbons. Suddenly, the sky turns black, a flash of light, a boom of thunder, and a figure stands where the charred scraps of the dummy used to be. Oh, it's Storm. I am Athmorel, Wizard of the Storm. Speak your peace, mortal, and be quick. I thought we might have a common goal. The king has been overstepping his bounds recently, hasn't he? This is undeniably true. Watching for how? How have I been overstepping my bounds with respect to wizards? Watching from the clouds, I have observed many grave injustices committed by the king's minions. Technically, the precepts of magic forbid me from intervening, but alas, my colleagues abandoned that rule long ago. I suppose I gain nothing from keeping to it still. One thing, though, you must deal with the bees on my behalf. Did you say bees? Yes, on this plane, they're simply insects, but in the apiary, the world of dreams and magic, they're powerful and intelligent, call themselves the dreams of being. They have an innate fondness for royalty and sometimes protect monarchs and from magical interference. But they won't harm non-magical folk beyond the occasional sting, so you can deal with them. For the next stage of their scheme, Grandees must lower all regions' combined farming to 14 or less in 4 seasons. Oh, it's tax time. But yeah, I'm going for bio breaks. All number 2s about 25 to 40 times a day? What the fuck? So always tired, dehydrated, maybe getting maybe 2 hours of sleep each night and haven't had a full cycle of sleep since my surgery. Surviving cancer is worse than the fight itself, I have found. It chips away at your sanity every day, even after it's gone. Jesus, I'm sorry to hear that, man. That sounds awful. Wait, so you had a bout with cancer and you've survived it, so you're cancer free, but like you're dealing with the ramifications of treatment, or is there like a medication that you have to take that's causing it? I'm 41. I had colon cancer in 2014. Oh, okay. Well, I guess they removed my entire large intestine. Yeah, if they had to take out your large intestine, I guess there's no way around having to deal with that. That's awful, man. I'm sorry to hear that. So I've had a colostomy bag for 9.5 years. That doesn't get any easier? It was supposed to be 6 months. That's rough, man. I'm sorry to hear that. I'm sorry to hear that. That is brutal. Had a reversal surgery to remove the bag, December 2023. You see, I always, like, we should be at the point in our society where, like, okay, if you have colon cancer and you need to have your colon removed, we should be at the point where we can, like, use stem cells to create a replacement colon or a replacement intestine and just slot that thing right in. Like you're swapping out an air filter or something. Like, I feel like we've evolved in medical science to the point where we can, like, do things like that. I mean, we're growing ears on the backs of pigs and shit. Yo, Trench Droid! Welcome to the stream. You have joined... the counts. More people for the counts. You know, the more that players like to play as the counts, I think that, like, I am beginning to grow a distaste for the counts. I see them now as, like, my enemies. Like, they are my rivals. I don't like them. Unfortunately, I think I'm gonna have to give them a tax cut. Because, their defiance is a little bit creeping up there. To tax the grandees. What am I gonna do with the barons? I want to tax the barons so that I can keep my treasury above 3 grand. Look at these poor motherfuckers. Look at them, just sitting down there in their little mud pit, wallowing in their mud, trying to come up with ways to ruin my kingdom. Glad to be here. Glad to have you here. I also have a rare spinal disease and am slowly becoming paralyzed called spondylosis, and I'm type 2 diabetic, so lots of fun things. Jesus, man. I mean, I'm type 2 also. That's one thing we have in common. I have it pretty much under control at this point, but it is an annoying thing to have to deal with. The rich get richer. Tax the poor, bribe the rich. Yeah, I guess I am living up to my capitalist principles here. But what can I say? I've got a kingdom to manage, and everybody wants my head anyways. Alright, we're finally out of the east. We've got costly crossbows in the march, and an embarrassing problem in the south. Let's look at my options first. Let's look at my marriage options. If you choose your spouse from the march... Wait, what? I had a nasty episode last night. I'm sure you've dealt with similar. But my BS was high on my sensor, so I took my rapid insulin, but it really brought me to get injected. Oh, I don't have to take insulin though. I take a medication called metformin, and they want me to do Ozempic basically. But that shit fucks me up. Like those Ozempic, Mounjaro, that type of medication, it messes with my stomach in a crazy way, and causes me to have like a lot of bad reactions. Don't be mad at us, Devin. I am mad at you. I'm mad at all the counts. I have found 3 potential matches for you. 1 eligible young woman from each of the kingdom's 3 regions. Choose wisely, you'll be securing a powerful alliance. What if I don't want to marry any of them? That's a decision that can wait until after you've seen them, isn't it? Your mother leads you into the great hall where she's arranged 3 portraits on easels. For now, each is covered by a cloth. Alright, let's see the eligible bachelorettes. She whisks away the cloth from the first portrait. This is Delvira, the eldest daughter of the Eastern Dr. Sin's dynasty. Apparently they had a hell of a time getting her to smile for this portrait. That's a fancy getup. She looks like a JRPG vampire. See that beautiful coat, that beautiful fur coat she's wearing in the portrait? Wolf pelt. Hunted it herself. Half the East are in love with her apparently, and the other half hate her. That's interesting. I'm on Ozempic, Balzagard, and Turapid. We didn't do anything? You're always up to something. The East is always up to something. Why are my fellow counts going against the king? So I had to eat a bunch of candy to put my sugar back up as it was going dangerously low. Yeah, I like when that happens. I like when my blood sugar is like, oh, it looks like it's taken. Time to eat some cupcakes. Where are the cookies? Where are the cookies at? It's about time. Let's get on with this. And then after that, it's about another solid month of, all right, well, I'll have one potato and then nothing but veggies and protein. She's an intriguing candidate. From the south, Zaramia, the eldest daughter of the haunted Wispland lineage. She's reputed to have an ego the size of the sun, but there's nothing wrong with confidence, right? Where's her hair? Like many in the South, she claims to put her faith in the ninth god above all worldly concerns, and she's got grand plans by all accounts. She wants to change the world. I don't know. I look at her and I just see Captain Picard. But I won't badmouth her. Oh, another bald? What's going on with all the bald people? And finally, we have the Marches offering Erlika, scion of the prestigious Spymaster bloodline. Unlike most of the barons, she can conduct an entire conversation without shouting. And look at her, stunning. Like most of the barons, her great passion is hunting. No beast is safe from her crossbow. She's got a reputation for not giving a damn what anyone thinks of her. Fair enough. What do you think? Of course, by picking a candidate, you'll anger the other regions, but you'll gain a lifelong alliance. Alright. If I pick Erlika or Ulrika, can I rely on your vote, Spymaster? Bald. There's a lot of bald. I mean, I can't talk. I just shaved my head tonight, so I'm a part of the crew. I'm a part of the crew. Yeah, I remember last time you had a wife from the South. The East is where it's at. There's always trouble brewing in the East. Yup. Delvira, well, Royal, you haven't promised me your allegiance if I pick Delvira. That's the thing. Like, if I can have... Look, there are more counts than there are barons. And Spymaster, this is just politicking. There are more counts than there are barons. If I pick Delvira, can I count on the counts? I would prefer that. The numbers will back me up a little bit. Find resolution in the support of the East. I'm trying to do some horse trading here. What can I do for you if you side with me? You know what? I've never picked I refuse to marry any of them. If you don't pick the march, you have chosen death. I mean, I don't respond well to that. King Conrad is a proud man. Look at him. He's a very proud man. He doesn't respond very well to threats. I do not know of the others, though I will attempt to back you in the best ways I can. You see, now that's how you should respond. That's a very cordial response. I like that. I like that. As a matter of fact, Trench Droid, you got yourself a deal. Delvira of the East, is it? I can do that. I can do that. Delvira of the East. Alright. The East is now loyal. The March is insolent. And Defiance in the South is grumbling. So death by any means. Alright, gotta deal with these damn marchers now. Alright, let's see what's going on in the South. An embarrassing problem. Grandee Wisp, Your Holiness, I'm afraid someone has been painting obscene graffiti on your monument in the South. I have a monument in the South? This is hardly worthy of my time. I assume it's been washed off. What do you mean obscene? It describes you as a tyrant, and in addition there are images. What kind of images? The obscene kind. Be specific. I'd rather not. We're all adults here. Please, Your Majesty, I'd rather not discuss such vile matters in front of the council. Give me details, damn it! That's funny. It raises defiance. Man, why are you being so... Come on, Wisp. I know that the South are all pious, religious people, but, you know, the king is asking for the details. It's okay to share the details. You don't have to get all defiant about it. Should I press the issue? I really want to know now. But that defiance is a little too high. That defiance is a little too high for me to keep needling this point, so... Understood. Sorry for pressing the matter. I quite understand, Your Holiness. I assume it's been washed off now. Yes, Your Majesty, but every time we remove the images, they appear again the next day. We need to track down the perpetrator. You're becoming a laughingstock in the South. When you call the council together, some of the nobles whisper behind their hands, stifling giggles. Grandy Wisp was right. What can be done about the obscene graffiti being painted on the statue of the King of the South? A. Brutally crack down on the locals until the perpetrator is found. B. Send the watch to investigate without drawing attention to themselves. C. Offer a reward for the perpetrator's capture. D. This is nothing to worry about. Even I want to know. Gonna veto that first one. Was talking to my roommate. Did I miss anything? Not yet. These are all... I'm vetoing the first one because I don't need my stability to go down. But... Yo! Devil09812, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. Welcome aboard. Welcome. I don't want my stability to go down, but these dice rolls I'm not very confident in. You know, I'll leave it to y'all. I'm opening the vote. I don't really know what to... I don't know which one. I mean... Yeah, I guess B probably is the better option. Alright, I guess we're gonna see what C does. 30%, that's very likely to fail. Yeah. You offer a substantial reward and dozens come forward with tips, but they all lead to nothing. Every day, obscene images continue to appear on your statue. After 6 weeks, Grantee Whisk gives up on cleaning off the graffiti. Your monument stands forever covered in scribbled unmentionables, a testament to nothing but your inability to crack down on the culprit. Fair enough. Hey, what's a king who can't take a little bit of criticism? Alright, costly crossbows. Let's see what's going on in the march. Imagery of obscene nature are not tolerable on statues. As you're walking beside the palace parade grounds, a crossbow bolt whizzes past your head and shatters against the wall behind you. Baron Spymaster approaches you, out of breath and waving frantically. They have a sleek, fancy-looking crossbow nestled in one hand. So you just start taking shots at the king? You son of a bitch. Damn. Gadzooks, Your Majesty, I nearly took your head off. What in the seven hells are you doing with that? Point that thing somewhere else, or tell me in 5 words or less why I shouldn't have you executed. I didn't mean to finger slipped. Damn, that was 6, wasn't it? Sorry to scare you. I just wanted to show you this crossbow. Can shoot 3 bolts a minute and punch through Ashmedian armor at 500 yards. Beautiful, isn't she? Trouble is, to achieve such accuracy and power, she needs to be crafted from springwood. It only grows in the forests of the south, and those southern bastards charge exorbitantly for it. What does it have to do with me? Or that's the free market, I suppose. Pah! If this is what the free market looks like, let's put it in chains. That's what I say. Oh man, this guy is speaking blasphemy to the precepts of capitalism. The barons of the March are guarding your borders, your majesty, and yet we can't afford to buy the weapons we need. If you want to keep your kingdom safe, the grandees must stop price gouging. Oh, there's Wisp again. Your Holiness, this is outrageous. These barons just want a bargain. Well, there's nothing wrong with a bargain. There's nothing wrong with the bargain. Every veto has been against the barons, because you guys keep trying to do dick shit, man. You just shot an arrow at my head. Alright, put a price on the sell, put a price cap on the sale of Springwood. I'm okay with that. Order the grandees to send Springwood to the barons for free. Oh boy. Refuse to limit the free market, or plant a Springwood grove in the March. I do have a vote. I guess I could use my vote. What does the wealth look like? Oh, they're all poor. Everybody's poor except for the counts. Why are the counts so damn rich? Everybody's broke. Okay, now I understand why they're talking about prices. You bribed them and taxed everyone else. Hey, well, you know what? How about this? I'll give you guys a chance to make some money too. How about we put a price cap on it? Is that good? Is that good for everyone? We put a price cap. If you vote for A, you get your crossbow or your crossbows at a reasonable price, and you make a little bit of money on top. How's that? And stole money from us. I didn't steal money from you. Haters want to be us. Well, here's an opportunity to make some money then. You can vote for A. You'll make a little bit of money. Is that acceptable? Are these acceptable terms? Oh, hey, Suki. I may have to ready the candle. You know what? I'm just gonna preemptively light it right now. She went running into the litter box, so I have a feeling that she was trying to avert an emergency. An emergency that I'm probably going to start smelling here in a second. Alright. Hey, look at that. Everybody voted for the price cap. Everyone agreed, a rare occasion. Seriously. At this price, you're practically telling us to give away our precious Springwood. There's no profit. What are we supposed to do, starve? Alright, well, there's a little flip-flop of the defiance there. Trade in the south is dynamic, and some grandees' wealth has decreased. Obviously, the grandees don't starve, but their trade suffers. Meanwhile, the barons are thrilled with their shiny new crossbows. No, Vince is still doing good. Oh, Jay Flores lit the beacons blue. You can't really tell right now because I have the background removed, but if I didn't, you would have seen the colors in my room change. You guys can control that sort of thing over there too. Cat farts and shits are the worst, the absolute worst. Oh, they lie. Oh no, bad time. It's always a good time, honestly. I mean, I could see it. I enjoy it. They're all red now. Still all richer than us? Well, just give it some time. Give it some time. Oh, the military is powerful now. Hiding from the church. In a tiny village far to the east, two counts meet in a derelict tavern. No one dares even glance in their direction. Another priest left my estate today. This is Countess Royal with her skull. Oh shit, what the fuck? Oh, oh, Royal hit me with the yay cab. You could probably see the flashing lights on me, reflecting on me. All of a sudden, police lights were flashing, and I wasn't expecting that. Another priest left my estate today. He said there was no sense preaching to the truly lost. I've heard the same across the east. We are no longer trapped under the church's thumb. Oh yeah, you got your, I mean, you started off with the faith, with your faith goal. Oh man, you guys are going nuts with the lights. Now he must not falter. If the king grows proud, we can offer him the ultimate reward, immortality. For the next stage of their scheme, the counts must raise authority to 5 or more in 4 seasons. Deep in the forest of the March, Baron Gilf Connoisseur has gone boar hunting with a few of his close friends. The kingdom's fine. No one's calling for the king's advisors to resign. We need to step it up. More chaos, more panic. Then we can swoop in and offer the king an olive branch. Yes, and if he doesn't want to take it, we'll shoot it from a crossbow at 200 yards. So that's why you sons of bitches were trying to get those crossbows. The Baron's aim is to lower stability to 4 or less. I kind of like the laws that I have here. Stop the count. Anonymous voting and... After voting, yeah, swing votes. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with what I have. Alright, counts, let's raise that authority. Wait, why? Wait, hold on a second. I married your person. You guys are supposed to be on my side. Y'all are supposed to be on my side. I married Delvira, or whatever her name is. In fact, here it is right here, the royal wedding. Your wedding to Delvira is naturally the talk of the town. Yo! Just average Matt rated me with a party of 4. Thank you, I appreciate it. Welcome, welcome Raiders. Hell yeah. Let me do a shout out for Just Average Matt. Balatro. Oh man, I need to get back into that. After months and months of Arachnid talking me into playing it. I gave it a shot. I was so confused when I first started playing it, but eventually I started to understand what it was about, and it seemed like it could be fun, something I can get addicted to, but I just never had a chance to like get back into it. I blame Street Corner Becky. Time for me to hit the hay. Enjoy King of the Castle. Well, thank you for the raid. I appreciate it, man. Have a good rest of your night. Hope to check your stream out some other time. Later, nerds. So to remind you, you have chosen death. Well, I mean, I think maybe I could weasel my way out of the death outcome. The death of the king will not come. All right, we're setting up for a battle between the barons and the counts. Your wedding to Delvira is naturally the talk of the kingdom. Nobles and peasants alike travel from all across the realm to attend. For a week and a day, the capital is one giant party. It feels like you're the only one not taking part. Instead, you're getting ready for the ceremony. Soon enough, you're standing in St. Bertrand's Cathedral with Delvira at your side. Do you take this woman as your lawfully wedded wife? I do, and I pronounce you king and wife. After the, well, I mean that wedding, that wedding helped the counts reach their scheme goal, but after the wedding, of course, there's a feast, and after the feast, a dance. Your new wife, Delvira, refuses to dance at all, preferring instead to brood in the corner. By the time you find yourself alone with Delvira, it's past midnight. You never felt more tired. Did you see the 8 crows perched on the church tower as we walked into the cathedral? A dire omen. Come on, cheer up. We just got married. Instead of cheering up, Delvira takes one look at you before bursting into tears. Come on, man. King Conrad, what? King Conrad's a dope dude. Look at him. He takes care of his mustache. He's got this nice fade. He's got a good sense of fashion. He's pretty well. I mean, he's got the kingdom being stable. Well, why tears? The peasants have the right idea. They get married for love, not for politics. Oh, to live the simple life of a commoner. Somehow I doubt you'd actually enjoy being poor. Your life's not so bad. There, we're both in this together. Well, whatever. You comfort Delvira long into the night, listening as she expresses her doubts and fears. As dawn breaks, she falls asleep on your shoulder, exhausted. There you go. Alright, what's going on here this season? Oh, look, a fishy wedding. I could have married the Fish King in this one, too. And a mysterious ship. You better treat my family right. I comforted her. She was sad and I comforted her, okay? So I'm being a good husband slash, I guess. Wait, was she your daughter? Am I your son-in-law? Am I your son-in-law now? Might I say you do have good taste in glasses. Mysterious ship? Alright, let's check out this mysterious ship then. Alright, Baron Spymaster. Your Highness, a shipwreck has appeared on the edge of my estate, and it's not even from the March. Its name is the Seraphina, and it bears a southern flag. Wisp. That vessel went missing a few months back. We feared she was lost at sea. Well, she's been found on land, right on top of my favorite picnic spot. My commoners discovered only one survivor on board, a southern sailor. He claims to remember nothing of what happened. Oh, look at this guy. This fancy lad. He's got a little sash, he's got a parrot. Ugh, my head's killing me. Has been ever since I woke up. Did you teleport this ship? I'll be honest with you, what happened to you? I swear I didn't do anything. Last I remember, we were sailing along the southern waters, then nothing. This poor soul needs looking after. We must care for him in one of our monasteries. Nay, we must interrogate him further. I must know why this ship is on my land. What should be done with the stranded sailor and his mysterious shipwreck? A. Send the sailor to a monastery to convalesce in peace. B. Pay a scholar to help him recover his memory. C. The Baron should hire adventurers to investigate the shipwreck. D. Leave the sailor to recover alone, and the wreck to molder away. All right, what do we want to do here? I'm curious about this ship. I kind of want C. D brings up trade. Leave the sailor alone to recover. The ship appearance on land does raise questions. Yeah, I haven't I've never done this quest or this story path before. I have a feeling that sending the sailor to a monastery is gonna end up like backfiring. Leave the sailor to recover alone, and the wreck to molder away. You know what, Royal? You raise a good point. You raise a good point. Alright. I am going to cast my vote for D. Counts, I would appreciate it if you cast your votes for D. Let's see what happens on this one then. I don't know why. I don't know why leaving it alone would make trade go up. That's curious. I kind of want to see what happens there. The ship's appearance on land is... Oh, I read that already. The monastery may not be able to help if a sea entity had its way with the ship. Well, that's kind of what I'm thinking. Like, either that or like a wizard or something. Like, I feel like he's going to transform into something in that monastery and kill a bunch of people, but I don't know. I mean, I feel like this might still be the outcome if we leave the sailor alone, too. But, I'm going to say vote for D. Let's see what happens here. Wisp, I appreciate your independent streak. I truly do. All right. Thank you very much, Counts. Now we'll see. Now we'll see what happens that causes trade to go up. The grandees grumble amongst themselves, muttering about your lack of charity. The sailor is left to wander as he wishes, and you do not hear from him again. As news spreads about the bizarre appearance of the Seraphina, visitors come to the march to view the wreck. They arrive keen to spend money on overpriced tourist goods. Yeah, see, so that actually did a lot of good for you guys. You get a tourist attraction. No one dares get too close. Rumor has it that some visitors have gone missing after spending too long near the vessel. I'm sure that's going to come back and bite me in the ass at some point, though. Alright, a fishy wedding. Your Majesty, the Archduke of Saul has invited you to his forthcoming wedding. Your attendance would help shore up relations between our two great nations. Wisp again, by the 9th. Great nation, the Isle of Saul is nothing more than a nest of pirates and cutthroats. Grand events, and I heard it isn't a proper marriage anyways. The Archduke is marrying a fish. The groom is a fenfolk, one of the denizens of the sea, perfectly sapient and actually amphibious. Well, the church doesn't agree with a man marrying a fish. We mustn't legitimize this farce by allowing the king to attend. He mocks us. There was no mocking. There was no mocking going on. It was merely observing that my option did well for your trade. If it's a marriage, we should make appearance to show our support for our neighbors. Well, I always do that. Of course, the king should attend the wedding. The king will not attend, but will send his warm regards. Condemn the wedding and sever diplomatic ties with the Isle of Saul. Well, we can go ahead and veto C, I guess. I don't want any condemnations. And get rid of the bigotry option. Those barons, even after I gave you guys those crossbows, you are still just devoted to the notion of operating against me. Had to close it. Had to close that one real quick. Because at least now I can make the ultimate decision. You gave us nothing? I gave you crossbows, and I gave you prosperous trade. It's not my... look, the reason why you're all poor is because you spent all your money building a prison I said I didn't want. So, that's on you. Excellent. The wedding is scheduled for next year. I'll inform the Archduke that you shall be delighted to attend. Humph, this kingdom is sliding into madness. When it is announced that you will attend the wedding, the grandees are naturally scandalized. But the peasants, sentimental as ever, are in favor of your decision. Public opinion turns against the overly strict church. Look at that. Stability is united. I have united the kingdom. I'm the great uniter. You have worked against us at every turn. You taxed us. I taxed everybody except for the counts. But that was strategic too. Okay. Blistering heat, an island rises, or back from the hunt. What hunt? I forget. What hunt? Oh, this is my wife. She's a hunter. Conrad, dearest, I have something for you. It's something I brought back from my latest hunt, a trophy. Elvira takes you by the hand and leads you into the great hall where a white sheet hangs from some statue that wasn't there before. When she pulls the sheet off and it falls to the floor, the taxidermy figure of a great brown bear is revealed, snarling in anger as if ready to attack. Fearsome. This will be perfect for instilling fear into the nobles. Wait, what is my... Oh, they want to raise my authority. It's already there anyways. It's scaring off the servants. Get it out of here. This would make a fine gift for one of my nobles. I mean, I guess that would be kind of shitty to re-gift a gift that my wife just got me. To be like, oh, that's nice. I'm going to give that to someone else. I could just put it into oh. I got hit with the A-cab. Sit tax us next. Only natural. The coffers need filling. I could put this into the council hall as an intimidation tactic. I think you should do the first one just because she was anxious at your wedding. Okay, fair enough. I think then you're more likely to get an heir. I've never encountered a situation where like the heir thing was run for fun. I have to deactivate that one. But you know what? I can do run for fun. If I was playing a first-person shooter, I would say no. But you know what? You spent the money on run for fun. I may as well. I like how you just slowly watch me sink. You just slowly watch me sink into the screen. As a matter of fact, I'll be back in 1 second. Alright, let's see if I can do this. Support your wife and the people will follow. Lol, the king is melting. I wonder if I can turn my other camera on, actually. I should have had this set up. I haven't done Run for Fun in a while, so I didn't have any of it set up. But I might be able to. Alright, let's see. Where's my thing at? I don't think my other camera's coming on. Oh, there we go. Alright, that took a little bit to set up, but you know what? Run for Fun is, it's a rarity, but I'll do it. I'll do it this time. It's a lot easier to do this one. Alright, where are you at? It's a lot easier to do this one playing a game like King of the Castle rather than playing like a first-person shooter or something. So, that's why I don't mind doing it for this one. I think I'll put my timer. I think I usually do 8 minutes for Run for Fun. Alright, 8 minutes. Move this monitor. Alright. To put it simply, I'm active duty. Oh, okay, you're in the military? My real job has been difficult as often as been easy. How much are those little treadmills? I think this one was, I want to say it was 180. I think I got it on sale for 180. You should try the Whenever You Die at Elden Ring, or a game that increases the speed. I do something similar for Vampire Survivors. All right, I'll put it in my council hall. I think he was doing that for Vampire Survivors. Yeah, I do that for Vampire Survivors. I guess, like, I mean, it's... I could do something like that for Elden Ring too, or games like that. But, man, it's so hard to play like an action game walking on a treadmill. Like, I have to take into account, even with Vampire Survivors, where all I'm doing is moving my guy around, I almost eat shit on this treadmill like at least 5 or 6 times. I'm like stumbling, I'm falling off. Like, if I was trying to do Elden Ring, I would need somebody. I would need a spotter. I would need somebody here with me, so that if I fell off, you know, they'd be able to like at least keep me upright. I don't crack my head open on whatever's behind me. Don't be too mad at me. For what? The bear makes a fine addition to the council chambers. Your nobles give it a nervous glance every time they enter the room. Alright, was that everything? No, we got two other things. An island rises. Grandee Wisp, your holiness, your majesty, something most strange has occurred in the Ghost Sea. A new island has risen halfway between our shores and the Isle of Saul. The Finfolk raised it from the depths using their weird ocean magic. It's true, your majesty. The Finfolk have raised the island to celebrate the marriage of their prince to the Archduke of Saul. They will gift it to him on the day of the ceremony. This is terrible news. That island is of immense strategic importance. We can't let it fall into Saulish hands. Alright. What are we going to do? A. Send the king to conduct secret negotiations with the Finfolk. B. The king shall just attend the wedding as planned. C. Pay a wizard. Oh my god, why do wizards charge so much money? Pay a wizard to sink the island back into the sea. Or D. Send the chancellor to seduce the Finfolk prince, sabotaging the wedding. I say D. Let's make the chancellor operate his Riz game on the fish man. Is it hard to walk on because you're tall? Is it like long enough for you to take good steps? No, it's perfect. It's perfect for that. Like, you can see in the camera, these are my normal steps. Like, I'm not short stepping it or anything like that. Like, technically, I weigh too much for this. I think the weight limit on this is like, it was something like 250 pounds or maybe even a little bit more. But I haven't had an issue with it. I've never run on it, and I don't think this is for me. I don't know how fast this thing even goes. How fast is it? Oh shit, okay. It only goes up to, I guess. I'm not gonna try to run on it because I think that I would break it. Maybe that's a power walk. This is as fast as it goes right here. This is as fast as it goes, and this is like a solid power walk. Alright, I'm gonna stick with this right here. An ally of strategic success. For the amount on the raids and eyes on you. Oh no, it's fine, you're good. It's no big deal. You should do more of this. The treadmill thing. I don't think running will work anyways. It's too short. It might be too short for running. It might be too short for running. Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to do treadmill streams a little bit more. I only really do it with Vampire Survivors, but I could try incorporating it into other games too. The last time I tried playing I can't remember which one. I tried playing a first-person shooter on it. I think Bolt Gun, and it was so disorienting and dangerous, physically dangerous, that I don't know if I could do anything that's like too complex. Instead of Run for Fun, it should be renamed Tread Time. Well, the reason why it was initially named Run for Fun is because I had an audio file. I had an audio file hooked up to it. Let me see if I can Yeah, every time you would redeem it, it would play this.
In the future, we don't need horses. We have motorized carriages called automobiles.
If everybody's got one of these does anybody walk or run anymore?
Of course we run, but for recreation, for fun.
Run for fun? What the hell kind of fun is that?
I don't know if you guys can hear it. It was kind of low audio. I don't know why. Usually it's not, but one of my favorite sound bits from Back to the Future 3, which is an underrated movie, honestly. Alright, what could be done about the new island that has appeared as a result of the Solish Archduke's upcoming wedding? A. Send the king to conduct... Yes, we already read all these. Send the king to conduct a secret negotiation. The king shall just attend the wedding, pay a wizard, or send the chancellor to seduce the Finfolk prince. As always, I'm going to veto the option that empties out my treasury. I say D. I think we should do D, though. That's a good audio file. Yeah, I wish that I used to have it hooked up through, oh, I forget the program. I used a different program for my sound bits than what I use now. I use Sound Alerts now, but Sound Alerts has like a 10 slot limit, so I can't really fully exercise my whole library of sound files. The king shall just attend, or the Finfolk prince, seduce the Finfolk prince. Okay, here's my timer. Trench droid, what happened? You split from the rest of the the counts. We're sending the chancellor. Capital idea. Hang on, I didn't agree to this. Just seduce the fishman, you wimp. What the marshal is trying to say is that you're unattached and the chancellor of a kingdom. You'd make a far better match for this Finfolk prince than the archduke of some rainy little island. Your Majesty, listen to reason. Don't send me underwater to propose marriage to some damp little frog creature. Just go and see what happens. No pressure. Exactly, just talk to him. See if there's a spark. There won't be any bloody spark. We'll be underwater. With great reluctance, your chancellor is eventually persuaded to go on a clandestine visit to one of the Finfolk's undersea villages. Alright. Whoa. And then when I get off of the treadmill, everything is like woozy. Oh shit, what the fuck? My monitor almost fell over. Yo, Trench Droid, thanks for the follow. I appreciate it. I'll move that back down over here. There we go. All right. Yo, first time chat from Sodom Rocking. Welcome in. Let's see. You are in the Grandees. Awesome. My monitors are all out of whack. I love the Chancellor and his glory by Ship It. I know, but I do not enjoy the idea of meddling in the affairs of neighbor regions. Fair enough. You know what? I appreciate those principles. Blistering heat. Oh, fresh off of the join. Grandee Sodom. Your Holiness, dreadful tidings. Summer has been exceedingly hot this year, and citizens have been dying from the heat. The harvest will be poor, as you can imagine. Is there something I can do? Perhaps if your Highness and the Council are willing. A. Force the peasants to work through the summer. Oh, that's brutal. B. Encourage regional immigration to supplement the labor market. Okay. C. Mandate midday siestas. Wait, why does that make siestas? That would actually be good. That would increase productivity. These all seem like not great options. Why are all these options bad? That's just the realities of dealing with climate change, I guess. We've reached a point where we have no good options. I guess... Who needs money? You see, you barons wouldn't be so poor if you stopped voting against me. I'm trying to bribe you. Let's force the peasants to work through the summer. We're gonna crack a whip on those poors. Get your ass into the field. I don't want to hear about the sun. Get to work. Mandate midday siestas. I mean, I'm not down on the idea of that in principle. In principle. The plan. All right. You prevent the worst of the heat wave effects by forcing peasants to work just as hard as usual. Oh, South is mutinous. But my authority is imperious, and stability is lowered to steady. Many die underneath the scorching sun. People start comparing you to King Archibald Goldfinger, an insatiably greedy tyrant of centuries past. Archibald Goldfinger. I used to like that band. Yeah, that just reminded me of Goldfinger. That was what they were called, right? Goldfinger? I think I liked them in high school. Yeah. Wow, okay, I'm gonna have to listen to that later. I just unlocked a core memory. Alright, some peasants died. No big deal. Nothing we can't recover from. An auction, again. You see? You guys, I just gave you guys a little bit of money going into the auction. So, don't say I didn't do anything for you. Prison. I should be able to just strike one of these off the list. Stop building damn prisons. Alright, counts. Your job is to make sure that a prison doesn't get built. All right, I'm opening the auction now. I guess a prison? What is their goal? Yeah. Deer Park. I guess that's the Grandees trying to lower farming. Get that prison out of here. We don't want it. We don't want it. Aqueduct. Get that prison out. Ah, damn it. Fucking prison. It's the last time I give you guys any money. You broke sons of bitches. You're always broke because you spend money defying me. Gaps in the mind about your heir or marrying undersea. Let's do my heir first. Sorry, friend, I tried. Oh, no worries, no worries. Your marriage to Delvira has grown strong and steady like an old castle wall. Though it began as a political arrangement, it's blossomed into something like love. It's high time you thought about your heir. Congratulations are in order. The royal wedding was a magnificent affair. Went about as well as you expect. You're still in power, aren't you? Still got the crown on your head. That's what matters. You've done well so far, but something's still missing. An heir. You need someone young whose loyalty is assured. A child of your own would do the trick, even if they're a bastard. Or the youngest of your many cousins. My wife and I will have a child. All the traditional method. No one will object to that. I'll arrange for you to take a month off from ruling so you can, get down to business. Okay. Marrying under sea or gaps in the mind. I don't even know what that could even refer to. Let's take a look at what our Chancellor's up to. Oh, I misunderstood how that worked. We only built the prisons after you repeatedly gone against us. Oh, stop with your "you've gone against us." I've been friendly to the barons. I gave you your crossbows. I'm constantly giving you money with bribes. I am, like, if anything, I've been the cruelest to the Grandees. That's why their defiance is 6. Yours is only 2. I've been a great friend to the barons. Not so much with the Grandees. I don't know why. Yo, T-Foss, raided with a party of 3. Thank you. Welcome in, raiders. Thank you for the raid. Welcome. Let me give you a shout out here. Wait, oh, here. Welcome in, everyone. Playing Gears of War Ultimate Edition. You know what? I have never played a Gears of War game. Huh. I mean, when that series popped off, I didn't have an Xbox. I didn't have an Xbox 360. And I just never had an interest in buying one for that particular game. So that's one of those blind spots. I have a few blind spots with some of the more, I guess now they're considered classic games. Gears of War is one. BioShock is another. Here for you, brother. Hey, I appreciate it, man. Welcome. Hope you had a good stream. Oh, it's solid, brother. I gotta give it a shot. Is it on do they have Gears on Steam? I'll have to look. I'm a Steam addict now, so all of my gaming is basically done by perusing Steam, and on occasion the Epic Store. But I need to check those out. I've missed out. I've missed out on a lot. I feel. I missed out on a lot. Your Majesty, I've returned from my underwater visit to the Finfolk village, and, well, there's no easy way to say this. I would like you to meet my husband, Prince Glorb. That's not quite the right pronunciation, but I love that they're trying. You married him? What can I say? We really hit it off. See, look at that. The Chancellor... We went for this option, and the Chancellor found love. What can I say? At least this definitely means the Archduke of Saul won't be getting a whole... Applause for the Chancellor. Saul won't be happy. When King Bill married the fish dude, that Archduke of Saul came after me. He sent an assassin, and then he showed up himself. Prince Glorb has assured me it's ours now, to do with as we please. Absolutely, anything for my wonderful spouse. Let's see what the council wants to do with our new island. I won't mention my new husband, it'll only complicate the matters. Well, don't live in shame, Chancellor. Alright, what are we doing with this new island, y'all? A, turn it into a military outpost for the south. B, use it for controlling trade routes. C, give it to the Church of the Ninth. These guys were being bigots. I don't want to give it to the Church of the Ninth. I'm gonna veto that one. Trade routes is fine. Military outpost for the south is fine. I'm not gonna put B raises trade. Yeah, and that's my thing. I guess B. I guess B is the optimal one. I mean, the only reason why I don't want to say don't do A is because I do think that there's a possibility that A could help that defiance go down a little bit. Maybe not, but maybe. I don't know. Go with B, though. Go with B. Let's get my trade up. Raise the Grandee's military in the event we need to fight off foreign threats. It's better. Well, I guess we'll have to have better luck against those foreign invaders. The new island is an empty little rock devoid of vegetation, but it's a perfect place. To store goods and dock ships. Southern trade benefits massively as a result. Damn, it went from 5 to 8. Trade is now opulent in the south. Stability is now steady in the kingdom. Meanwhile, with the Archduke's wedding called off, he becomes the object of mockery throughout Celeste Oth. But he'll survive. After all, there are plenty more fish in the sea. Oh, fish jokes. Alright, let's see what's going on in the march. Gaps in the mind. Alright, Baron Spymaster. My liege, I have some odd news to report. You look as though you've seen a ghost. Ever since the wreck of the Seraphina... Oh yeah, the shipwreck. Ever since the wreck of the Seraphina was found on my land, people have been losing their memory. It started small, but it's spreading. And I woke up this morning to find I'd lost a week of my life. Something is deeply wrong. Holy smokes. What should be done about the memory loss centered around the wreck on Baron Spymaster's land? A. Pay for Baron Spymaster to relocate it safely. B. Send priests to heal the people. C. Destroy the ship. Or D. Baron Spymaster is delusional. Well, I don't like that delusional option. What happens if we destroy the ship, though? I mean, it seems like the ship is a source of magic, clearly. Is there a wizard behind it? If we destroy the ship, is the wizard gonna come after us? We could probably win the role for military. We could probably win the role for military. Yeah, 80%. That's a pretty solid bet. I mean, it's not a surefire thing, but it's pretty as close as you're gonna get. Barons, what do you want? I don't know what the Barons would want on this one.
Obama.
Okay. Alright, someone's going on an Obama spree. I'm gonna cast my vote for destroying the ship. D? I would like D? Of course you would like D. Why would you? Why else? I mean, you would love to be called delusional. Alright, guys. No D. Say no to D. I vote for C. Barons, you have the support in this matter. Put the crossbows to use. It helps the Grandees. Also, it helps lower farming. Yeah, that's why I don't. That's why I don't want D. That's why I don't want D, because it lowers two things. It lowers farming, and then it lowers stability. So, no. No D. I say vote for C. Vote for C, y'all. Come on, where are my C votes at? Alright, that's good enough for me. We're destroying the ship. A crack team of Marcher siege engineers are sent to destroy the ship from a safe distance with giant trebuchets, and it succeeded. Soon, the ship is nothing but scrap and iron splinters. The amnesia that had been sweeping over nearby villages fade away. Alright, my authority is iron-fisted. Wait, that was it? That was all it took, was just destroying the ship? I'm sure more would have come of it if we, like, did anything other than just destroying it. But, hey, alright, I guess the amnesia went away. I have a feeling that that's going to unfold. Dude, counts are gonna win. Look how he bends over backwards for the counts. He likes them too much. I did marry. I mean, your queen is a count. So keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. The dreams of being. Down in the south, Grandee Vince is visiting the wizard Athmaral in her tower, floating on an island amid the clouds. I walked through the apiary last night, and the dreams of being still ruled their crystalline cities. What's taking so long? Please, just give me a few more months. Upon my honor, I won't let you down. Hurry up, I am not accustomed to failure. Sparks fly from Athmaral's fingers, and Grandee Vince yelps in pain, his hair standing on end. The Grandee's aim is to lower all regions' combined farming to 14 or less. Wait, what is it? Oh, okay. Helping them at the cost of the Barons and Grandees? I remember having this one, and we couldn't lower farming in time. Alright. I'll give the Grandees a tax cut. I'm really balancing on an edge on my budget here. My treasury hasn't really gone anywhere one way or another. But, punish counts for once? The counts have a lot of money, so I can raise their taxes and they'll be fine. I think I'll leave the think I'll leave the march alone. This is as best as I can. This is as best as I can balance things out. Get a little bit of falsely accused, prying eyes, and the wandering bard. Oh, if I remember this bard story, I think I'm gonna. Your Majesty, a traveling bard. She says she's come to compose a song for you. Not just any bard, Your Highness. The best in all the land. Sally Sixfingers, they call me. I have no time for this, but you haven't heard the verse I've been working on. You roll your eyes as the palace watch drags the bard away. They never learn. Yeah, get out of here. Get out of here. We don't need you. We don't need you around here. We can afford the cruel tax. We could afford a year of heavy tax. All right, Counts. Now you're just flexing. Now you're just flexing your wealth. You're flaunting your wealth throughout the kingdom. You gotta have a little extra class there. Prying eyes. Countess Royal, Your Majesty, you are of course the greatest king of this century. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, something's happening. It's true. Exactly, indeed. I'm sure that soon all will kneel before you, but your power could be even greater. Death comes for us all, but what if you didn't have to? What if you could be the greatest king for all millennial? Sounds sacrilegious. Perhaps it is, Your Majesty, but perhaps it's simply making use of opportunities the Ninth God provides, if you are strong enough to take them. I could arrange more meetings so that we can discuss the matter further. The door bursts open. Ah, so she got to you first. No matter. The Counts have agents everywhere, and they've been building up your strength, but there's something more sinister afoot. Their ultimate aim is to recruit you into a cult of immortal blood drinkers. What a tale. All we want is to help the king. They have been helping me a great deal. Countess Royal shoots you a quick smile. The High Inquisitor looks infurious. This is heresy of the highest order. The council must know. Alright. How can the Eastern cult sniffing around the king be stopped? A. Force the monarch to officially refuse to join the cult. B. Prevent the counts from seeking audience with the king. That delays the scheme for one season. Or C. Leave the counts to their business. Alright. I'll let y'all have at it. What should I do? What should I do about the counts? Oh, we have an ad. We're in an ad. Salutation queers. Clown Emperor Supreme. Let me wait until the ad ends here. Are the barons in the minority hoping to get sorted into them? Am I back? Is the ad done? I think the ad's done. Alright, it looks like A is where it's at. Are the barons in the minority? Yes. It's just those two. Everybody else is 3 deep. I refuse to take advantage of the king's take advantage of the trust the king holds in us. Alright, force the monarch to officially refuse to join the cult. Oh! Clown Emperor, you went to the Grandies, what the hell?
Give me a drink, bartender.
Do you have the game? Do you own the game, Clown Emperor? Wait, what? Why am I in another ad break? What's going on here? Why has this happened? Why does the game always do this? I think you can choose your faction if you own the game, so yeah, I do. That's weird. I don't know what's going on then. I think this particular run just doesn't like the Barons. I don't know. That's weird. Yeah, you should be able to choose. The nobles leave you no choice. You sign a statement saying that you're not interested in immortality, not one bit. That was just a little ding on my authority. I mean, I don't know what that means for the scheme. It doesn't seem like that delays their scheme or anything. Alright, falsely accused. I guess the game hates us. It's just 2 versus 7. He says after vetoing every option that can lower stability, I'm the king. Why would I want stability to be lowered? Hey, I'm trying to win this too, you know. Barrett Spymaster, Your Highness, I bring bad news from our newly constructed prison in the March. Oh, I don't want to hear about it. I told you not to build that prison. One of the prisoners, a murderous rogue by the name of Wolfus Puce, has escaped. His location is currently... The double doors bang open. A grubby-looking peasant strides into the council hall, escorted by an anxious watchman. In this room? Sorry, Your Majesty. He said it was urgent, and he was pretty persuasive. Your Majesty, I swear I am innocent. Oh, this is Wolfus Puce? Puss? Pusey? What is this guy's name? Barrett Spymaster threw me in prison on trumped-up charges simply because I said I didn't like their hat. Haha, my liege, I have no idea what this fool is talking about. Oh, that's very convincing. That's very convincing. How should the consul respond to this potential... Oh, I'm getting ACAB'd? That ACAB belongs to Spymaster for arresting this peasant. How should the consul respond to this potential abuse of power by Spymaster? A. Throw this foolish peasant back in prison. B. Free Wolfus and imprison Baron Spymaster instead. C. Ask the Spymaster to investigate further. Or D. Allow both Baron Spymaster and the peasant to go free. He's not wearing a hat? The peasant lied about the hat? Well, let me see. Free Wolfus and imprison the Baron. Ask the Spymaster to investigate further. I don't know, guys. I don't know. He rebelling against my rule? Rebelling against your rule? I feel like I have to use my veto on this. Liar or not, insulting one's hat is an offense most foul. Well, as someone who wears hats regularly, I might be accustomed to agree on that. Sounds like abuse of power? See, every time. He was a leader against Monarch? Check the authority thing. Was insulting nobility. Well, I don't want to do the thing that makes my stability go down.
Obama.
What is this?
awaken the people.
I feel
and
like
help them to see the evil doings of Israel and the United States.
I feel like
Who in the hell does he think he is? Who does he think he is?
this is a tough one. On the one hand, I don't want my stability to go down. On
Who
the
in
other
hell does he
hand,
think he is? Who does he think he is?
on the other
look at my
hand,
African American over here. Look at him. Are you the greatest? Do you know what I'm talking about? Okay. So we have
Phase 1, Barons get vetoed. Phase 2 and 3, counts get a free pass. Man, all you guys have been doing is complaining about the counts. You guys need to up your game. Give me something to side with you guys on. I would say C. You know what? You know what? I won't put my thumb on the scale on this one. I'll let y'all guys hash it out. I don't know. See, you guys couldn't even agree on the same thing. The march is in shambles. That's the issue. The issue isn't me. I'm not the problem. The march is in shambles. Well, I mean, I guess there's nothing wrong with an investigation. By the 9th, my liege, you're going to investigate me on the word of a peasant? Hell yeah. Your spy master slips away to investigate this matter. When she returns, she is holding a hat. There's no doubt about it, your majesty. I actually quite like the hat. It's stylish, but Wolfus Puce was in prison on spurious charges simply for insulting it under his breath. Now, what are you going to do about it? Throw Wolfus back into prison? Free Wolfus and imprison the Baron instead? Or allow them both to go free? Oh, so it comes down to my decision anyways. Am I really gonna throw this guy in prison for insulting a hat, though? Wait, why does this lower farming? Let them both go free? Why does that lower farming? What do these guys need farming? 14? I feel like I have enough of a buffer to do that one. You know what? Despite the constant belly aching from the discombobulated marches, I'll let them both go. I'll let them both go. While the common folk celebrate Wolfus Puce's, is it Puce? Wolfus Puce's exoneration, it's also taken as a sign that the king's justice is flawed. Later, you hear that Wolfus Puce has turned up dead in a ditch, came down with a bad case of multiple stab wounds apparently. Baron Spymaster swears they are to blame. Like, we all know what's going on with the Baron. We all know what's going on with Spymaster. Whatever the case, the common folk certainly blame Spymaster and lay down their farming tools in protest. Okay, so that's why farming goes down. That's why farming. See, this is what I'm saying. The march is in shambles, and now their own workers are on strike. And I got to tell you, I support striking workers. This is a pro-union stream. This is a pro-union channel. I support striking workers. Power to the proletariat. While playing games... Thank you. While playing a game of chess at an austere castle, 2 counts of the east discuss their schemes against the crown. Most pleasing, the king is drunk with power, but I was thinking, Should we really show the king the true secret of our group? I thought that was the point, immortality and all that. Yes, but those secrets are meant to be, well, kept secret. What if we pull the wool over his eyes? Alright, counts. A, plan a false immortality ritual for the king that will kill him. Or B, induct the king into the real secret society of immortal blood drinkers. Look how he blames us for stabbing. We did nothing wrong. You stabbed the dude. I know you guys did it. You almost shot me in the head with a crossbow. Of course you stabbed a peasant. You aren't fooling me. I know what's going on in the march. Walking around with your skull insignia. Literally walking around with your Punisher sign. You probably have thin blue line flags all over your truck. Very well, we must prepare for the ritual. Oh God, why did you vote for B? Wait, what? Wait, you voted? Wait, what? Hold on, you voted for B though, Royal. What do you mean? Our defiance is won. Yes, I'll begin appeasing the spirits of the soul, but first you must enrich our lands. By the blood of the dead, it won't be long now. For the final stage of the schemes, the counts must raise their farming to at least 10. That's close enough, honestly. Swing votes, stop the count, or reverse voting. I'm gonna stick with what I've got. I couldn't read it. Wait, why couldn't you read it? Did I click buy too fast or something, or what? And 1 is the highest it's been since the beginning of the game? No, it was like 2 at one point. But, you know, I married their person, so it lowered. I mean, you guys aren't that far off, honestly. Like, if I had married the Baron person, yours would still be that low. The only people I've really been fucking over are the Grandies, honestly. Oh, man. Let's see. Sometimes the stream gets fuzzy and I can't read the text. Oh, okay. So you had like a technical issue. We need to unite against the counts, so I have to wait for it to clear. The first round, it's been 0-1 every other round. No, I'm pretty certain that it was like 2 at least at some point, but regardless, I'm a fair and even king, except for to the Grandies, I guess. King Conrad, he's been kind of a stud, honestly. He's been kind of a stud. I think you guys aren't respecting his authority, but you know what? Never kind to the marchers? I paid you guys money. I bribed you to get the good crossbows at a deal. Like, wait, what's the phrase? I was gonna say I'm washing. It's not washing backs. It's one hand washes the other. Is that what it is? I don't know why I was gonna say I'm washing backs. It's like I'm washing backs everywhere. I guess maybe backwashing is something that people do for one another. Always against our plan. Yeah, your plan is to overthrow me. Spymaster, stop inciting rebellious attitudes. Sounds gross. You wash my back. It's scratch. Yes, you scratch my back. I scratch yours. That's what I don't know where I was mixing up one hand washes the other. I think that's a phrase, right? One hand washes the other. And then I was mixing that up with you scratch my back, I scratch yours. That's what I was doing. I mixed them up and turned it into some weird, gross backwashing thing. You have taxed us more than you have given out handouts. Yes, that is true. That is true. But I couldn't have taxed you that much, though, because your defiance is only 3. Like, I'm looking at this defiance, you know. If I was as cruel to the barons as you say, then I feel like this would be a little higher than it is. Y'all complain so much, I'm gonna vote against your printing press. Oh, there's a printing press on this one. And a fateful tree and an uninvited guest. Oh, man, you know. Sorry, Devin, I don't want your backwash. I appreciate you saying that, Vince. That sounds even grosser. That sounds even grosser. Can you stop glazing the counts? Wasn't I was like furiously talking shit about the counts. For the most part, the only reason why I've sided with them is because they decided to side with me. This is called a political alliance. I created a political alliance with the counts. So, and it was purposeful. It was purposeful. The reason why I did that was because they had more votes. This is how you learn politics, people. You go to where your votes are, and you start making deals. One hand washes the other. You scratch my back, I scratch yours. One back washes the other. Whatever it may be, you make the alliances that you need to. Oh, man. I may need to call it, though. I may need to call it for the night. Should I do one more season? Should we finish this one out before I call it? Let's go ahead and do this one, then. The uninvited guest. Council has ended early for the day, and you're off to visit your wife, Delvira, for a catch-up. But as you put your hand on the door handle... Oh, no! She's cheating on me! Delvira! Okay. Now I have animus against the Counts. Now I have a problem with the Counts. Conrad. Pasqualo? Who the fuck is Pasqualo? The king. I mean, your majesty. This better not be what I think it is. Or, how could you? We're married. That's when you recognize the second person in the room, Pasqualo, a grandee of the south. He's renowned for being a heartbreaker, and you've crossed paths many times around the palace. I could see you two have a few things to talk about. He slips out of the room, leaving you and Delvira to stare each other down. The Counts. It's a grandee? It's the Count, too! I have a raid target, though? Okay, give me a second, then. We'll hit your raid target when I'm done with this particular one. Don't jump to conclusions. That's my family. Art Gravy, another close friend of mine, sends the Eve guys back. Okay, I'll do that. I'll hit him with that raid after this one, then. You could have at least waited a few years. I'm sorry, alright? It's not like I get to see you very much. You're always too busy. Pasqualo's always there for me. He's a damn good shot with the bow. That's how I met him. When I went on that hunt while he visited the south a few months ago. I'm sorry, I didn't mean for it to go this far. Can you forgive me? I forgive you, but you must stop seeing him. I'm not dealing with the scandal. If this gets out, it ends now. He seems nice. Maybe I could meet him properly. I could be the open marriage king. Like, sure, I don't care. Have your fun with whoever. I could be the open marriage king, or I could be the like, I forgive you, but you must stop seeing him. She's also scratching someone's back. I think she's doing a little bit more than back scratching here. A daughter of the Count, but an insider of the Grandee. Stop saying that Grandee. King Polly by 950. I'm gonna say, I'm not dealing with the scandal if this get out. It ends now. She breathes a heavy sigh. Fine, I won't see him anymore. Duty to the kingdom and all that. Anyways, I'd better get going. She hurries out of the room, leaving you to ponder the situation alone. Alright. I guess I will call it for the night. She's having a spring fling.
Give me a drink, bartender.
Oh, I wish I could, but I don't have that. I don't have that reward hooked up right now. Usually with that reward, I'll play a little animation where it pours a drink for you, but I don't have it hooked up. So, no drink this time, but next time. Oh, man. All right. That was awesome. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out. Who am I rating, Vince? Let me see. Let me bring this up. Art Gravy. All right. I'm going to hit Art Gravy with this raid. Thank you, everybody, for joining me, hanging out. Thank you for the raids, everybody that raided me. I appreciate it. I'm going to hit this raid on Art, so stick around for that. And I appreciate it. If you haven't followed me yet, please hit the follow. I do King of the Castle every Saturday. Tuesday, I stream every Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. On the non-Saturday days, I usually play either The Witcher 3 or Tactics Ogre. Those are the other two games I'm doing playthroughs right now. For those of you who are new to the channel, I mostly play role-playing games, but I play really anything that's on Steam. The past couple days, I've done random Steam key gift bag box loot box things, where I just play insert a random Steam key, see what game it is, and try it out. So I have a crippling Steam addiction that even unemployment doesn't seem to be stopping. But you know, that's what I get up to over here. So I hope you stick around. I hope you come back. I'll be streaming again on Tuesday. I hope to see you then. If not, have a great rest of your weekend, and I'll see you when I see you. Stand by for the raid. Art is a super chill artist that plays Eve. Thanks, champ. Thanks for stopping by and hanging out, Royal. I know this is way past your bedtime, but I appreciate it. Some have not been bad. And I have a few keys. I actually have a few Steam keys. Some of them that I got in the package were games I already own. So at some point next week, I'm going to give away some Steam keys. And they're good games, too. I already own them, and they're games I played and loved. So stick around for that, too. That'll be sometime next week. But that's future Devin's problem. You guys have a good rest of your evening. I'll catch you next time.
Till it's done burning. Like, I want one. I want some.